Hi, this question is for both of you. We have had some intense discussions about the culture of NASA, and so I was wondering how you integrated your experience with the culture of NASA with your international partners and their culture.
They are the culture of NASA.
Yeah, that's my perspective of the culture of NASA coming out of the, mission operations, engineering kind of world would be, very mission focused, very data focused. Yes, there's some place for emotion, but not unless you have data to back it up. Is kind of the culture that I was raised in, and so I had a lot of early dealings with some international partners that were flying satellites on the shuttle. So I started on that path and then had spent time, particularly in Europe, dealing with a number of different companies that were going to fly hardware on the shuttle. So I had a beginning experience with that and found that we could always kind of, the physics is the same. And so for me, when you start the discussion with the physics, it's a lot easier to build towards then what are the other maybe tougher, intangible kinds of things that everybody has to deal with.
Yeah, and I think Mike has the advantage of working more in the implementation part where you've got the ongoing program and you can get to that. I worked on a lot of activities from the external relations office where you're just forming partnerships, you're just negotiating agreements, and there it's harder to get down to that practical stuff because they're trying to figure out how to advocate a program with their political environment and lots of other drivers that come out, and so trying to get the conversation down to the, oh, I understand what you want to do, but from a pragmatic perspective, this is what makes sense, this is what our scientific priorities are, or from an operational perspective, we can't do it that way. Getting down to that can be difficult, and I guess one of the cultural differences I don't think we ever solved during the space station negotiations is the American habit of being total workaholics who will work weekends, holidays, and all of our partners who view every single holiday as sacred. And one of the hardest things to do was to pick the next date for the negotiation that wasn't a holiday somewhere around the world. And mostly, we gave up the American holidays in order to get the negotiations because we were the only culture willing to do that.
And you had more lawyers to deal with, too.
Yeah, well, we did have a lot of lawyers to deal with.